Hi, it's Kevin. Welcome back to Relationship Ready. Appreciate you being here. Please subscribe, like, and support, because what we're about is support. And today, we're going to talk about the secret to happiness. I'm going to tell you right away. It's not a huge secret. Reciprocity in relationship is the secret to happiness. We're going to talk about the definition of reciprocity, how the vital elements of it are mutual, and how it is not filling your own gaps and filling your partner's gaps. It is enhancing and building on top of what the person's capacity that you're with and your own capacity that you have to build each other up together instead of filling each other's gaps. So, what's the definition of reciprocity? Reciprocity is a mutual agreement of mutual aid. Now, how do you know this exchange of goods or services or connections or emotional support or physical nature? It's an exchange of all the things that we have to offer. Now, traditionally exchange is currency, but it is not a tit for tat, because the essential part of reciprocity as the key to happiness in a relationship is the mutual aid. And how do you know whether you're aiding somebody? You have to hear what they need and not fill their own gaps, but fill what their gaps are that they're not able to fill themselves. And they do the same for you. That's what mutual aid is supporting each other so that it's a win-win. Not a win-lose, and not a win sometimes, lose sometimes, but a win-win. That creates happiness. How do we create this mutual aid society of reciprocity in our relationships? Number one is self-awareness. The more we can be aware of ourselves and what our gaps are and what our needs are and what we're able to do for ourselves and what kind of support we need from others, the more we're able to speak up, listen, exchange, communicate, and hear what's ours and what's theirs, because we're two separate people. So maybe one of you is really good at physical affection. Maybe the other is really good at managing finances. Maybe one of you is really good at supporting kids, or planning, or organizing, or finding the right things in the grocery store to be able to bring to your home and for your nurturing meals. Or maybe you're both sort of good at one and sort of good at the other, but we all have limits in everything that we do. And being aware of what those limits are, and being aware of how much is the needs that we need to have met, not through our partner, but through our friends, through back to our family of origin, through our need for feeling fulfillment or purpose in the world. Those are all ours. And all our partner can do is help us to be more aware of those, if we're open, and then meet the ones that we can't meet ourselves. Because our partner can't give us purpose, but our partner can find the right cheese that really goes with that sandwich that you really like on Tuesdays. It's the little things that are reciprocal. Now, after self-awareness, the next key is active listening. We've talked about active listening. If not, go back to one of the earlier videos on active listening, and you will see that active listening is a process of not only hearing, but feeding back. Because without that feedback, and the person being aware of whether they're right or not, or whether they're aware of what their needs are, that feedback helps them be aware and be like, yeah, that's what I really needed. Or no, I didn't really need that. Or, oh, I want to do that myself. because it is honoring the independence and honoring the vulnerability that creates a reciprocal mutual aid relationship. So it is essential to be able to be self-aware, to actively listen with feedback, and then the other tool is your communication. To be able to ask for what you need, ask for help, ask for support, take help, take support, because without that, there's a frustration that stays with us of, I could do this, or why aren't people doing this for me? And the resentment builds up either for ourselves or for each other. And we take it out on the people that we're closest to. And we don't want to take it out on those people. We want to be aware of it ourselves, listen to ourselves for what we need, ask for help in what we need to build more reciprocal relationships. So, it sounds ideal. It's small steps that are simple steps, but they're very difficult steps. And if you take this journey with your partner, with your partners, with your relationship, with your friendships, with your life, with yourself, you'll find others that will give back also. Because we all have histories where we're like, why was I dumping into this person and supporting this person and I wasn't getting anything back? Well, part of that is being aware to be able to go, wait a minute, I'm not getting anything back after a point, after that initial honeymoon phase of the relationship. Are you getting stuff back? And if you are, great. You have a foundation for reciprocity and a foundation for happiness in your relationship. If you don't, then you got to look at your relationship and go, can I be aware of what are my needs? Can I actively listen what their needs are, and am I hearing them? And can I communicate those and ask for what I need and ask for what I want and do what I can do myself and then ask for help, because that's what helps us all rise up and be mutual. So what do we talk about today? Talk about reciprocity is the secret to happiness in our relationships. And to get there, we need self-awareness, we need to actively listen, and we need communication. And if we pull those tools together and build ourselves up and ask in a vulnerable, difficult way sometimes, I need help. If it's a reciprocal relationship, you'll get it. Not all the time, but enough to build and build each other up to become mutual, reciprocal, and a mutual aid relationship. And with that, you get some happiness, you get some excitement, you get some joy, and you get some rest. Because you don't have to do all the work yourself, and neither does your partner. So let's rise up, work forward, so that we all be more relationship ready. Thanks for watching.